How's everyone doing today? I'm excited to play a new game. Yeah, me too. I actually thought I was going to be later than I am today. I had work stuff. All right, let's open this game up. No Mothwing Monday today. We're doing something different. I'll be honest, the last 2 or 3 Mothwing Mondays, I had like one person come in. We're doing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which I don't know anything about other than the images I'm seeing here. So we're going to find out together. I like the Pantheons. Yeah. We'll see if it's fun to watch me play a virtual novel. I like the Pantheons, but I'll be honest, watching me fight the same boss for 4 hours is not drawing a lot of audience members. What is this? I feel a little uncomfortable just by this screenshot here. All right. My instincts are to mess with the settings. I don't know, because they're wearing very short skirts. We're just gonna go in blind. The purple one is the one you like. I assume the hair is the color that we're talking about. The tall one, the one that's in the back there. Enter my name. All right, let's do it. We're going Lou. Short and sweet. It's not very Doki Doki of me, but yeah, no spoilers, please. I'm gonna try not to skip anything. See an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I was once a child, although I didn't live in a neighborhood that looked anything like this. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. There she is. She looks flummoxed. She overslept again. But she caught me this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. The music is wild. Apparently. Do I have the ability to say different things, or is it just scripted like this? Oh, you're giving me a little hint here. You know, here, let's have a sip. We're doing grape today. Got me stretching already. I just started. All right. She called me mean. People stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. All right. Good luck with that. Yeah, the last thing I would want is somebody to think that me and Sayori are a couple. She looks like my, daughter's age. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. I guess not. I am about to be 50. What is she, like 15? Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee. We cross the street together and make our way to school. I'm looking forward to school. I haven't been in school in a while. Yeah, 15 seems reasonable. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Lou, have you decided on a club to join yet? I don't know what you mean. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. That sounds like on brand for me, to be honest. I have not been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I mean, how could I say no to those big blue eyes? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, okay. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, okay. I'll try to downplay the flirtation. I was talking about how worried that you wouldn't learn how. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Okay, I'm role playing here. That's why I'm role playing as a high school student, wearing probably have very colorful hair too. Do you ever get to see yourself? I suppose not, right? High school Lou. Yeah, I definitely had colored hair. I had green hair at one point, I think. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? Am I gonna find out what a NEET is? Is that like a slang for something? Yes, I did have brown hair, and I did wear a gray shirt at least once. I trust you, Sayori. Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. I'm curious about these clubs. I assume the literature club is probably one of them. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. She's happy. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? That is a good question. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Okay. Hey, it's school. This is familiar. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I'm already through a full day of school. I didn't even get to enjoy any classes. Clubs! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. By the way, every time I say her name, my phone thinks I'm talking to it because it sounds vaguely like Siri. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, is there no difficulty spike to this? Do I not have to, like, beat a boss at some point? I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. I definitely don't want to kill anybody, but I'm, you know, there could be like, I'm imagining some sort of a challenge at some point, right? I guess we'll see. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? I thought you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Calling me a meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Okay. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. That's not true. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. This version of Lou is very contrary to the reality here. I would much rather go to the literature club than the anime club, but I digress. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? I feel like I'm doing a play right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't really watch a lot of anime, if I'm being honest. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. Oh, she made promises she's not sure she can keep. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Who's Natsuki? Hee hee hee. Don't make promises you can't keep. I just said that, didn't I? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. We'll see. Maybe Natsuki will be my favorite. We'll see. Fine, okay, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Let's go. Guess we're going. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That. No truer words have been spoken. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. For the smart kids. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Looks a lot like the other classroom. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. That's Yuri. Okay. Girl number 1, according to the title card here. Sayori always says nice things about me. Seriously, my phone keeps thinking I'm talking to it. Seriously, you brought a boy? Girl number 2 says to me. That's Natsuki. She's got a little X in her hair. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Lou, what a nice surprise. You know what's funny is, so they're all clearly Japanese girls, and then here I am, Lou. I wonder if there's any Japanese kids named Lou. I wonder if there's like a short version. If there's a Monica, okay, then maybe Lou is not a weird name. Maybe they're not all Japanese. I mean, not like there couldn't be a Japanese Monica, but I'm gonna hydrate again. Welcome to the club. This music might be too much for me. I might have to minimize. In fact, how do I turn the music down? Doesn't look like there's any way to at this point. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, you were just chastising me for flirting, but the dialogue here clearly is leading me in that direction. What are you looking at? Girl number 2 says. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's a freshman. She's also the one who made me cupcakes, according to Sayori. Made cupcakes, not me cupcakes. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Natsuki looks so sour. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Is that not appropriate for this game? Oh, look, I've got somebody on YouTube whose name I cannot pronounce, but I would love to be able to pronounce it. If you can put that phonetically in English for me, I would be happy to say hi to you. It's a dating sim. This is going to be so awkward. I'm almost 50 years old. It is nice to meet them. I'm going to try really hard to not get canceled during this stream. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? So should I change it from psychological horror to something else? That's right. It's great to see you again, Lou. Monica smiles sweetly. I think it's funny to leave it. I don't need to hold my controller for this. We do know each other well. We rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Oh, that's even more tricky. Those are letters I recognize. Shiku? Japushiku? That's what it looks like to me. Japushiku. Welcome. If I'm hopefully not destroying that too much. I'm trying this game here. We're gonna see if a 49-year-old man playing a dating sim full of teenagers is a bad idea. And apparently I know Monica. I don't know. She doesn't look familiar to me. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Henny Penny. Right on. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. You don't like the green eyes? So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. What are all these ats? Are you just bringing people here? Come sit down, Lou. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Natsuki says, hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tea? Okay, we have tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. I mean, listen. You want me to act this shit out? I'm just reading it. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. There's no chance of that. It's delicious. I'm not doing voices. You picked the wrong one for that. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. I want to see this cupcake. Why aren't they showing me the cupcake? There's nothing that stands in the way of them drawing a picture of these cupcakes on the screen here. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I know, but I want to see the cupcakes. Listen, I'm a chubby dude. I like a cupcake. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What is this? Made them for you or anything? So she didn't make them for me. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. All right, all right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I didn't realize that this game was literally all reading. This is going to be a crazy stream for somebody to walk into. They want to watch me read. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? I am curious about that, actually. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea you enjoy... Excuse me. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? The way that she's standing is very suggestive. Very suggestive. I like reading actually quite a bit, but this is a new experience. I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. Yes, the beard holds all the memories. I meant that, you know. I believe you. I do believe her. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'll be honest, I do not enjoy tea. My wife likes tea quite a bit. I think tea tastes like water full of leaves. Exactly like what it is. She's glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. I would rather have lemonade than lemon tea, to be honest. I just don't like tea. I never have. I've tried many times. I can't get into it. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here. I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Right now, Yuri is 100% the one that I like. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. I could probably be the founding member. You'd probably be the dad of any of the members. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Dad of all four, indeed. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and public publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Monica seems sweet, and if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I like the purple eyes. Purple's fun. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. The festival? What's the festival? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Is this all the members of the club? Are there just 4 members of this club? There can't be speedrunners for a game like this, can there? Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Lou, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I like hard sci-fi quite a bit. I'm reading a book right now about the moon exploding spontaneously and destroying humanity, so that's kind of what I'm into. What about you? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. That's not true. You can't hear me? I'll be honest, I read quite a bit. It's not very heady stuff, though. I do like hard sci-fi. I like fantasy a bit. Manga. Well, that is not on my list. I do not read manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking, fully joking, if I'm being honest. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I do suck at flirting. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I agree. Have you ever read Game of Thrones? And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with a deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, okay. I read a horror book once. I've read more than one. Why am I lying to her? Why am I downplaying my intellect here? It feels wrong. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. That's probably true. Monica says, really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Yeah. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I did not start reading for fun until I was probably like 18 or 19. I think I got through high school without actually reading any books by choice. And then at some point I started reading and enjoying it, but back when I was 15, not so much. Back to Yuri. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, but if only for a brief moment. How do I make the emojis bigger to see? I don't know how to do it. I'll have to look it up. I don't know how to do that. You have to remember I'm still new at this whole streaming thing. This is not my I'm not an expert yet. I'll get there though. Oh, she doesn't like horror, huh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Sorry, let me straighten up a little bit. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, don't say it out loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Ehehe, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. It's hard for me to think of her as a hoe at this point, Rudy. She seems like just a young chick, young girl. I don't know. I'm waiting for the hoeiness. She guesses sometimes. Well, do you care? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Never speak like that again. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Monika kind of seems like the teacher here. Yuri is thinking it over. She looks perplexed. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems, Sayori says. We all sit in silence for a moment. It feels like we're standing, not sitting, but I digress. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Nat and Yuri. Oh, we're shortening Natsuki to Nat, huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. I look forward to making choices. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lou? That's right. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? You like Sayori, that's you when you're not mean? Okay. Right on. I don't know if I can relate to any of these ladies just yet. I'm relating mostly to Lou. By the way, there's an ad playing on Twitch right now. So I can linger, although I don't really want to wait 2 minutes, so let's keep on flowing because I think it's just you and me anyway. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought because all of their eyes are different colors, and it's freaking me out a little bit. All four girls stare back at me with dejected, differently colored eyes. Are we supposed to assume those are contacts? The green and the blue I kind of get. Pink and purple, though. I don't know. Those are eyes. Okay. We're in a weird alternate universe where purple and pink eyes are just naturally occurring. I'm sorry, I thought. Natsuki says. Lou, I wish they actually said my name. I want to hear it. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Sure. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is a good point. That's really just life, I think. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh, well, this is, you put me in an awkward position with this game here. I can't date them? Okay. I haven't made any choices yet. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Sayori is so happy. She wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lou, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. It's just occurring to me that I'm gonna have to write a poem. Jeez. He. Yep. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Your lecture got canceled? Right on. Good. This is, you're gonna watch me read, apparently, because that seems to be what this game is. Definitely don't ban Meow. Meow's up late. Meow's up very, very late. All right, where were we? Hey Lou, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sure. I can be your fucking bodyguard. That's right, Sayori. I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Might as well. Yeah, a bot would be fun. Yay. All right. Back home, I guess? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You know, why limit yourself? No reason to limit yourself to just one. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. That's right. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm gonna have to write a fucking poem, huh? Okay, here we go. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whomever likes your poem the most. Write an evil one. You want me to go for Yuri? Okay. I mean, Yuri is. She's the oldest, it seems, right? Maybe Monica. Monica seems like she might be older too. But I think I like Yuri. I do like the purple. All right. Do they react to the words? Yeah. So I just have to pick a word. If you like one of them, you can do it for them. I mean, I'm gonna be honest to myself. I'm gonna be true to myself here. We're gonna go with, I think, what is afterimage? 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 That's a word I'm not familiar with. Yeah, I don't know that word. Sugar, I assume this is something for Natsuki. Okay, that's good to know. Aftermage. Oh, it's like an image, but after. That's kind of cool. I mean, listen. That's funny. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna choose that word just because it's a weird word. I'm just picking words here. I don't get to actually write a full poem. Let's go with... Okay, I got you. Then that's cool. I like that. Yeah, we're going lust. Let's go... let's go nature. And then let's go... Ooh, these are interesting.
I lied.
Welcome, Nick. We're picking words for a poem here. I think I gotta go marshmallow. Oh, look, I got a trophy. Why did I get a trophy? Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop. Okay, I guess it's just taking a long time. Ooh, these are dark. Let's go with Lone. And then let's go with... Oh, I like Starscape. Oh, we have to do 20 words. I guess I should go faster, huh? Let's go Desire. Let's go Eternity. I like Melancholy. Parfait. Let's go Existence. Let's go... I don't know. Are they different all the time? Are they the same every time you play, or do they change? Let's go with Secretive. Let's do... Ooh, this is a fun one. You don't know? Have you played this game more than once, or never more than once? Papa. Yeah, good call there, Papa. Unstable, maybe? No. You never played? Okay, shit. You should play it. Let's go Ambient. And let's go... I like Destiny. Let's go with Fireflies. Let's go... Ooh, this is an interesting one. Atone. And then let's go with Vitality. Let's go with... Is Cheeks here, or did I miss it? Was it one of the other ones? Disown? Okay, let's do Disown. Ooh, Inferno. I like Inferno. Oh, we're on our last word here. Gotta make it a good one. Let's go with... I haven't picked any food ones. I feel like I should pick a food. Ooh, Climax. Fuck that. We're going to Climax. When Climax is an option, nothing else counts. What's up, Monica? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I would never. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Yeah, okay. I can barely read it. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lou. People are scary. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Stop insulting me. I deserve slack. Zari told me you didn't want to join clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Which crest do you want me to use? Which? Okay. I'll put it on. I'm gonna put on like a witch crest. Don't worry, guys. Lou always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. That's true. Even when I'm not having fun sometimes. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Why am I helping her clean her room? Because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Okay. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Okay. How come you and Lou can become good friends too? That's true. You almost got on fire a while ago. As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yeah. How would you start a fire with boiling water? Wouldn't the water just overflow and maybe put the fire out? I don't cook a lot. Like on a stovetop or like a campfire? Like you almost set yourself on fire. Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't. You don't remember anything? Yeah. All right. Yuri even bought you something today. What'd she bring me? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Don't worry about it, Mama. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is, I think she's trying to draw my attention to something. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, this is so awkward. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. What book is it? I enthusiastically take whatever book she gave me. I want to know what book it is. Yes. Do you think that that's what's going on, really? You think she's got some sort of a back issue or a alignment issue? You can't read it. Wait, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. I think that, I feel like it's the heaviness of the purple hair, yes. It's drawing her shoulders back. I mean, maybe it's good posture, actually. Those are not words I understand. That's a lot of a foreign language I'm not familiar with. Sorry, guys. I will continue. You think it's a wig? They're all wigs, I think. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Netsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. The me in this game is terrible with women. I'll tell you that right now. This is I think I was better at this when I was 15, if I'm being honest. Exactly, they all have alopecia. Doesn't explain the eyes though. Why are their eyes all those colors? I digress. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Because anime indeed. Oh? It's fine. That is a tight fucking jacket. I will tell you that right now. I know that, listen, I'm role-playing as a 15 or 16-year-old boy in this game. She's making me focus on it. Like, fucking wear a sweatshirt. Let me put her in a fucking nice, loose-fitting sweatshirt. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nick. I apologize. If you have to leave, I understand. I'm going to try to find my way through the discomfort of pretending to be a high school boy. Well, when it stopped at the books, when I stopped at the bookstore,
Snap. You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
Yes, indeed. Oh my God. Oh yes. I'm trying to draw the connection between the vasectomy clip and this game and my position in it here, because I really do feel like I should be giving these young ladies advice on their futures, not hitting on them, but I digress. She stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go because I'm terrible with women, apparently. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? I want to know what this story is. I hope we find out. What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Okay, I have not read that. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Do I know of the Voynich manuscript? I don't. That's not, it's not familiar to me. Is that necessary reading to understand what's going on here? Is that what this is connected to or what it's referring to? No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of, okay, you want me to look for it? What's it called? The Voynich manuscript? Let me see if I can copy from I can copy from a comment. Hang on. Let me crack open a little bit of let's grab a new window. All right, now let's also change this over here. There we go. Read its description for us. I can read it from AI here. The Voynich manuscript is a 15th century 240-page codex written in an unknown script by an unknown author currently housed at Yale University's Benneke Rare Book and Manuscript Library. Despite analysis by top cryptographers, it has never been decoded. The manuscript, likely from the early 15th century, features strange illustrations including unidentified plants and astronomical charts. The text, known as Voynichese, has not been deciphered, and its language, alphabet, or encoding system remains completely unknown. It consists of an estimated 34 to 70 distinct symbols with distinct word patterns. Theories on content: botany, medicine. Many believe it's a pharmacopoeia or herbal treatise, given the extensive drawings of plants, roots, and flowers. It also includes drawings of zodiac signs, stars, and celestial events. I think the game is a dating sim, Nick. I think I'm supposed to get to know these girls and romance them, maybe. There's also a hoax theory about the Voynich manuscript. Some suggest the manuscript is a 15th century hoax or an elaborate prank, given its nonsensical nature. Okay. Interesting. Romancing the high schoolers, exactly. It is, I'm walking a fine line here with all of you bearing witness. All right, well, why did I look that up, Rudy? Is that related to this? Is that what is she giving me that manuscript? Hmm. Okay, so just like a related, interesting, okay, right on. I mean, it's cool, but also it'd be funny if it's just gibberish and somebody in the 15th century is like, we're gonna fuck with people. That would be cool too, actually. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Aha! Yuri gently giggles all of the sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lou? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Okay, I need to turn this music down a little bit because it is making me want to. Nope.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
You're gonna fucking send that up every 2 minutes until you run out of points. That's you telling me that I need to get a vasectomy immediately. Okay. Posture check. Oh, Rudy, you did that. I'm surprised. Okay, back to the vasectomies. I mean, yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. I wish she would put her arms in front of her body. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? There, she brought her arms up. Thank you. Appreciate that, Yuri. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's right. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get us started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. All right, it's fine if I just sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Boy, this is gonna go somewhere real uncomfortable for me. That is reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Yeah. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat discomforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. Some people actually like reading together. I don't particularly, but some people do. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't know. It's so people can't spam shit. I don't want the spamming, you know? But maybe I did it accidentally, made it too long. How long is it? Here, let me look. Let me take a look at it. It's been an hour. Let me see what it actually says. Where is the stretch one? Where is stretch? There it is. All right, the cooldown on stretch is 15 minutes, but there's a limit per user per stream. Here, I'll change that so you can make me stretch more. We'll change that to 10.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
I have to imagine that 3 vasectomies would have a pretty significant toll. I mean, I'm wearing Witch, so she's got no reason to change it. If one of you guys wants to pay to have me change my crest to something else, I'm happy to. All right. I don't really mean to, sorry. I mean, aha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. Bro. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, she's going to turn the page. Oh, look! We've got a new angle. They gave us a new angle. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. The fact that this is a PlayStation game, like it's on PlayStation, is like the only thing that's keeping me from scurrying away, because like they can only go so far here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. They're really giving us the details here, huh? I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, when I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. I want to know what the other girls in the room are doing right now. Are the other girls in the room ignoring us? Are they sitting in other desks watching us do this? Are they sharing a book themselves? I want to know. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? For what? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted by your cute little upturned nose and lack of lips. Yeah, there's nobody else in the room here, but there's two other girls in this classroom. Or three others, excuse me. Three, how dare I? I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. I think it's very funny that I'm dumb in this scenario, that she's treating me like a mongoloid. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition, because she's much, much smarter than I am. We continue the first chapter in silence. Okay, I mean, listen, I hear you. I hear you, and I'm gonna keep playing it. Don't worry. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but you seem very, very insecure. They're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Kind of insulting. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Lou, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Yes, it is. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Whoa, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm just terrible with girls at this age, apparently. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing, because I can't pick up on social cues. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Saving it here. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Ooh. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Where have they been this whole time? They've been like over in the corner of the room just conferring. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's true. Yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know, like, I'm not a member of a literature club in real life, never have been, but I feel like you don't do the reading when you meet. Like, you read on your own, and then when you meet, you just discuss the shit you're reading. So it seems weird they would get together in this room and just all go to their corners and read. but, you know, I'm here for the fucking ride. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Again, that's borderline an insult. I'm basically saying, like, this book so far kind of sucks, but I'll read more, hoping it gets better. That's kind of how that felt to me. I wouldn't say that. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Fuck yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Mike enthusiastic pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, we got a music cue. Who should I show my poem to first? I mean, it's got to be Yuri, right? That's where I'm leaning. That's the direction I'm going. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. That's that fucking pose again, man. Knock that shit off, Yuri. You don't have to do that. You've got a brain in that head. I don't need all this other stuff. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say something out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. She should cover something else. This game's making me feel like puritanical a little bit. I'm normally like pretty chill, but I think it's because they're supposed to be young. I wish that we were all college age. This would feel a lot less uncomfortable. Maybe not a lot less, but a little less. He's going to hate me. I assure you I'm not. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility that this game is going to somehow cause me to get fired from my day job. Yes. Seriously, why is that jacket so fucking tight? It's like legit, like made out of latex. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? How do I go back? I can't go back like in the, I can't like go back one slide, can I? Doesn't seem like it. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Why is she need an excuse? Can't I just be fucking good at something inherently? Maybe I'm just have like the heart of a poet. That's okay. She didn't do anything wrong. It's true. It is just colors on a screen. But really, if you think about it, in reality, isn't just the world colors my eyes are interpreting? So that's not really a good enough reason. I digress. Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Yeah, what did they say? What'd they say to that? I bet. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'm glad I'm not colorblind. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry? It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, we got ourselves a poem here. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's legible. It's legible. It's definitely nicer than I write, if I'm being honest. Yuri. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I just said it's not that bad. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because I'm a mongoloid. Well, I just don't read script very often. That is actually very true. For sure. I have not like physically written something other than like a note or something real quick, but like actually written prose in decades. And every time I pick up a pencil, it feels way fucking awkward now. All my writing I do on keyboard. Excuse me. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It looked nice. Not as nice as my wife's. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. I don't like we're talking about length and short and long. I feel like euphemisms here are going in a place I'm not comfortable with. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. I can't help it. It's just my brain. I'm disgusting. I don't know. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? That's quite a non sequitur. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Lou. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, luring in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I will. I was actually thirsty, so thank you. I appreciate that. I think that this probably will be easier. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Lou. Thank you. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh geez, I have to go through that with all of them. We're going Monica next. Seems like the grown-up of the group. Hi Lou, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? I do. Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, that's quite a pose. Don't worry, Lou. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. That's true. I'm going to be honest. So I don't watch anime at all. I don't read manga. This isn't the kind of content I consume. And all of the suggestive poses and everything, I know that that's indicative of this style of content. But because I don't have experience with it, it's very jarring. It's very jarring. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Lou. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Yeah. I've heard of that. Is it? Okay. I'll trust you, Meow. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Yeah, fuck yeah, you underestimated me. I'm deep. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's actually true. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? You think she looks like a horse? I don't think she looks like a horse. I'm trying to see. Don't horses have like big long snouts, and she's got like no snout. She's like the opposite. She looks like a, maybe like a turtle. Her eyes are very far apart, you know. It could be the 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, the eyes maybe. The eyes might be there. I don't know. I need to see the profile. We're not getting profiles of all these girls. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Why are we talking about Yuri? I want to talk about Monica. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Yeah. Is that what happened? Okay. Did I do it on purpose? I just picked the words that were most interesting to me. That's the only time I had like choices, right? And yes, Nick, me too. Although it's not just 3 a.m. It's like 11:15 and then like 1:27 and then like 3:46 and then like 10 minutes before my alarm goes off, which is the fucking worst. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. No, I work from home. I work from, you can't see it, but my work computer is back here over my shoulder. Actually, no, I think I could show it to you. Hang on, let me see if I can. Everybody hang on to your kids. We're gonna see if I can show my broader view. Oh, that's Discord. Let me hide Discord. Yeah, this is my work computer. And then there's another monitor over here that I work from. So yeah, that's where it is. By the way, the Discord window is hiding all of my junk right here. So in case you're wondering. Is there anything proprietary? It's just a fucking laptop. I haven't even told you where I work yet, and don't say the name, Nick. That's a secret. Because I'm worried I'll get fired. Yeah, the emoji. Yeah, it's Discord. I'll at some point make a reward out of it or something. Which one? The one with the crying eyes? Is that the one? All right, where were we? Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. And then give me a suggestive pose. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Let's read it. She seems very nice. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? She's like the opposite of Yuri. But let's read it then. All right. Hole in the wall. I like the idea that if I read this, I'd read hole in wall and I would laugh, and then she'd be like offended by that. I know, exactly. Hole in wall.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
Hole in wall. Sorry. I apologize. It couldn't have been it couldn't have been me. You don't want me to get deeper on this one. It's just funny. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't. See, I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Is this... So, real talk, when I was young, when I was in high school, I was very angry. I had a kind of a bad home life. And I used to punch holes in the wall of the stairwell that went down to the basement, which is where my room was, in the basement of our townhouse that we lived in. And I used to fucking punch holes in the wall. Exactly. So I kind of can relate to this a little bit, but I feel like this isn't what she's talking about exactly. Also, the music here is very strange, but I digress. So what do you think? Well, at first I thought you were writing a poem about a glory hole, but then when I read the poem, it was not about that. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. It's called blank verse, is what you're describing, sir. There are no glory holes in Doki Doki Literature Club. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. I know, Bob fucking Dylan made it popular back in the 60s. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently and I started punching holes in the wall. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. But just move your hand and go with the flow. Is that because the cooldown or... All right. Stretchy. But just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And Nick, don't say anything about moving your hand and going with the flow, please. Who would I show my poem? Jeez, okay. Oh, does the order matter? I'm worried I'm gonna make somebody sad. I think Natsuki's the least interesting to me, so we're gonna do Natsuki last. Shaman? Okay. I've put the shaman crest on now, and I unfortunately I don't have enough memory nuggets to use all my tools, but yeah, you left the stream yesterday when I got the shaman crest, and then I used the shaman crest to juggle fleas. It's good for the flea juggling wish. I'll tell you that right now. I didn't stand a chance without shaman crest on those flea juggling on the flea juggling. Oh, You watch my VOD and watch me crush that fucking challenge with the shaman crest. I digress. This is a good poem, Lou. Thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? I look forward to trying it once I can open up some fucking slots. Did you? I just barely beat the high score. I think I had like 64, 65 or something. Yeah, I can't imagine a world where I'm ever getting over 100 in that juggling one. It made me very stressed out. Flea bounce. Are you sure it's your first time? It is not my first time, Sayori. I've done this before. I'm 49 years old. It's old hat for me. It's not that good, mama. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Fuck yes, I am. I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. To be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. I think I might like her a little bit more than I thought. She seems nice. Why are we just friends? Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like, especially when I was like in high school. Yeah, I don't think I would just be friends with this chick unless she was like an asshole, or maybe she just like wasn't into me. But if she's a close friend, why not date? I don't know. I digress. Stop calling them chicks. I apologize. It's not meant insultingly. I'm 49. Chicks is a term of endearment for me. It's like I said before, Lou. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. I mean, maybe I'm manipulating you. I don't know. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. That's definitely why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Yes, I would love to read her poem. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee hee. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't there for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I mean, that kind of is dog shit a little bit. I'll be honest. I'm not going to say that to her, but between us girls, that's not a good poem. It's pretty I don't know, maybe I'm too heady. It feels I think my worry is the sky is blue. She put the sky is blue in there. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I might have to walk back my previous statement about Sayori. That was a rough one for me. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? What an asshole. I know, I want breakfast is the best part of it. That's the only part that's art. That's the part that if I was using this as lyrics for a song, it would be the thing I was most excited about getting to. Yeah. I don't think I'm putting my head on any of these bodies, unfortunately. I don't think these are gonna make my custom emoji list. I think that's just that's risky. It's a risky game. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I mean, the fact that she wrote it this morning, okay, she didn't spend that much time on it. She tried her best. Gen X slang. Is chicks in there? Chicks with an X. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. WikiHow. Yeah. Nick just fucking did a Google search, right? And that's the one that came up. He didn't have that saved or anything. All right. Especially that last line, I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Listen, I don't eat breakfast, so fuck breakfast. I eat breakfast at night. I like breakfast food. I just don't eat in the morning. The Apostapa. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. I feel like she friend zoned me a little bit. Monica is the best. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. Nice. Yeah, I would take some fucking IHOP. Little pancakes, maybe chicken fried steak. Oh, I don't really have a lot of choices. Let's go with Natsuki, who apparently Rudy is not a fan of. What's up? It's about what I expected from someone like you. It's a little blunt. Excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Yeah. That was evil you? Okay. Yeah, blunt. I don't mind the bluntness. And yes, there's an IHOP pretty close to me that we do engage occasionally. You've never seen an IHOP? They don't have IHOP in Mexico? There's like a couple right around us here. KFC. IHOP, it's definitely not like that type of fast food. It's a sit-down restaurant, like you have like a waiter, waitress, a server, or whatever. But it's definitely like fast casual. It's not yeah. Say it's like a step above. Yeah. Step above maybe like a KFC or McDonald's or something like that, but it's not many steps above. It's definitely still like, conveyor belt food. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. All right. That's wild. That was a wild poem. That poem felt more like a fuck you than the previous one. Is that your writing style? All right. It's like a hardcore song. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? What's on her face? Is that a tear? Is she crying? What's going on with her face there? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Oh, the font. I got it. I get what you're saying. Like block letters. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems so people can express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. Do you like write in all capital letters? Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I write in cap locks. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Sure. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay, like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. You're gonna hit me with a copper rod. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Why copper? Is it just heavy? Why not lead? Hit me with a lead rod. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. She's got a fang. You see that fang? Is she a vampire? I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. She's supposed to be like 14? Copper's gracious and soft. Okay. Well, so then if you want to hit me with something that's soft, you know, there's pillows around. Whack me with a fucking wet noodle, maybe. May the 4th... 5th May the 4th July you. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is like the polar opposite of what my Mothwing Monday streams were, by the way, in terms of me being engaged. It's like, this is wild. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into, though. Exactly. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? I mean, apparently. Let's skip hole in the wall back here. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, that's a weird perspective. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Lou did too. Lou liked it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, hydrate. I'm going to start needing to bring 2 drinks to my stream with that hydrate reward. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lou liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Uh-oh. Oh? There's that Fang again. She's going to start biting people. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Well, that was a weird noise. Why are there springs bouncing in the background of this scene? That's not what you're just... Okay, well, we're gonna get through this game one way or another. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lou appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? I don't want these ladies to fight over me. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger.
Stop. You have no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
Oh, that was weird timing, Nick. Read this line here. I wish one of you could read this line out loud. I'm gonna have to read this line out loud now, but just bear with me and please nobody clip this. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lou started showing up. Oh, Jesus. I'll clip it myself. I have a button for just such an occasion. Hang on. All right, it's been clipped. Now I have to post it to social media. I might find a way to cut around the word boobs there. Natsuki! This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Lou? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. All right, meow. I appreciate you. Just FYI, if you want to see what happens next, you can always check out my YouTube VOD channel. It's linked in my Twitch about, because I'll post it there the next couple of days. Otherwise, I'll see you next time you come in. It was nice having you. All right, where was I? Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Lou. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Stretch. I could stretch like Yuri. Push him out. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Posture? You understand that, right, Lou? This music is insane, by the way. It's like circus music in the background here. Well, listen, ladies. There's a time and a place for everyone. And how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... I'm sorry, I don't... In real life, I think I would get out of this. I wouldn't pick one. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Lou! Well, that's her problem, isn't it? This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excusez-moi? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Come on. Stop. Nat and Yuri. Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. That's what it said. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Did this game change, Rudy? Is this not the game you remember? This is the game that you told me that you enjoyed, that I should try? Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. You forgot how this game was? All right, well. Oh, look, she hauled ass. Did you see that? She's quick. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ha ha ha. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything earlier. Excuse me, either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Well, first of all, it's only $15 full price, so it's not like it's expensive. But it was a PlayStation Plus game, so I pay $160 a year or something like that for PlayStation Plus Premium, and then I get a bunch of games that are included, and this game is one of those games. So, but I would spend $15 just for the content. I mean, Rudy likes it. It's worth $15 to me. Is it free on Steam? Well, I don't have a computer that will run it, because unfortunately most games on Steam don't work on a Mac, and I don't have a PC. But I digress. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Also, I like when you call us big dog. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was all right, mostly. How about you, Lou? I'd say the same. Come on, dude. I'm so wishy-washy. I think Monica's cool. It was a neat thing to talk about with everybody. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. We're gonna do more poems? I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. No, I'm not able to. So occasionally, if you see on the screen here, it pops up like different choices. That's when I can choose. But so far, that and the words for the poems is the only thing I'm actually choosing. Everything else is just kind of enjoying the story. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Lou! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. You know what this fucking reminds me of a little bit? When I was 15, I think I was 15, I had this enormous crush on a girl named Christina, and we became friends on the school bus. And then we became such good friends that I started hanging out with her after school, and I'd go to her house, her townhouse, and we would like watch TV and make mac and cheese and talk about fucking horses or whatever. And I had such an enormous crush on this girl, and fully could not read how she felt about me. And honestly, I got the sense that she liked me as a friend, and so I never pushed or took it to that next level. And then at some point I just moved on, but it was like a good 5 months of my life that I just fawned over this girl that I was friends with. Yeah. And then she ended up dating my friend Ryan for like 3 years. So that was awesome. But that was the last time that I was like severely in the friend zone. And this is kind of what this reminds me of a little bit. Ryan was awesome. Ryan was very shy, and the minute that I introduced him to her, and then she said to me like later that he was so hot, I was like, okay, well, I have to get them together because he's an awesome guy and she's cool. So I sort of facilitated them dating, but still it hurt my heart a little bit that she didn't see me that way. Sayori beams at me. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. This game's confusing me a little bit. I feel like it's trying to push me into like one direction or another. About what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? Come on, girl. No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. That's a weird thing to say. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Lou, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... kind of sounds like compersion a little bit. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh boy. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a little bit about me for a second here. So I am a polyamorous person, not skincare. I'm a polyamorous person. I'm one of those people, I believe that you can be in love with multiple people at once. Don't really limit myself. So this is very strange because it feels like this game is pushing me into a zone where like I'm gonna have to choose one, or I have to like, and that's just not the way I think of the world. But I digress. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. What's a roce? A-R-O-A-C-E. Eroace? It's not a word I'm familiar with. Feel free to find that unless you want me to look it up later, and then I'm happy to do that as well. All right, where was I? I was patting Sayori on the shoulder. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. That is polar opposite. I have too many romantic or sexual feelings. So you and I are like opposite sides of that spectrum. That's interesting. And I'll be honest with you, there's times in my life where I envy that because things can get very complicated and I've spent a lot of time being hurt over dumb shit like that. So, but also lots of great things in my life came from those areas too. So, you know, to each their own, I guess. Are you happy generally? I hope so. Where was I here? I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yes. Exactly. Let's do this. Now, I will say, because I feel like just putting that out there is kind of weird. I'm a polyamorous person, but my relationship with my wife is, we have a mostly monogamous relationship, primarily monogamous relationship. So like it's pretty standard, you know, husband and wife kind of shit, but you know, she's not polyamorous necessarily. Doesn't really define it, but it's an interesting place to live. Okay, let's write another poem. Are the words all going to be the same? She does look pissed. I mean, yeah, the only one that looks happy is what's her face? Sayori?
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You've no idea the physical toll
I'm
the
not gonna read that out
vasectomies
loud.
have on a person.
I'm not gonna read that comment out loud, Nick, you fucking animal. All right. So I guess I'm picking words again. That is a crazy thing to say, Nick. I'm almost tempted to go another way here and go all like marshmallowy and stuff, but these words are kind of putting me in an interesting place here. We're going promise. We're going... You want to go fun? Okay. So puppy. And we'll do fireflies again. We'll do shopping. We're never ever gonna pick suicide because fuck that. But we will pick. It's not really, I guess, fun. Let's go. What does Doki Doki mean? What does Doki Doki mean? You don't know? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna pick Doki Doki because that's weird, but I will pick bunny. Let's go with headphones. Let's go nibble. Let's go ocean. Yeah, that would be weird. Maybe I'll pick it next time. I'm just scared of what it's going to lead to. Let's do... There's not anything really fun here. I guess portrait. Ooh, I like chocolate. Although parfait is pretty awesome. Let's do parfait. And then let's go with... Not entropy. Let's go kissy kissy. And then sugar. And then, ooh, Kauai. I've never been to Kauai before. That would be awesome if polyamorous was an option. I would pick that 100% of the time. Let's go Kauai because I like Hawaii. Never been to Kauai, but I did go to Maui once. And then always got to pick climax every time. Let's go dazzle. And then let's go lipstick. Lollipop. And music. And then bubbles. I like bubbles. No, let's dance. Go dance. How come I don't get to see my poems? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scenes greets me. Sup, Lou? What's up, Lou? What's up, Lou? I know, I want to see Hole in the Wall Part 2. I want to see it from the other side. Have you guys seen there's an Instagram account where the guy is kind of doing a play on a glory hole, but instead it's like hot dog taste testing. So like someone's feeding him different types of hot dogs through the hole in the wall. So you just see his mouth as he's eating like a chili dog. It's fucking wild. I digress. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a mood. Good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. I will try not to. Although I'm going to have to read, otherwise this is going to be the most boring stream ever. Can you imagine if I just streamed this, me reading all this and not actually saying anything? Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Fuck off! I definitely would want to go buy a snack with her. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. What are my reasons? All right, Bush, have a good night. I'll see you next time, Nikki. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Is she shoplifting? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha ha ha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. Let me stretch for you, Nikki. Oh, it's Rudy. So much stretching. Just accidentally punched my wall. That's not fair. So she wanted me to buy her a snack. Is she a gold digger? How did you even know? It's simple. You had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room, so either you're not hungry or want an excuse to talk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Yeah. And so that only leaves one option. I know, but she's trying to manipulate me into buying her fucking nachos. I give up. All right, let me... Working through all those points. Pretty soon I'm going to have to pretend to take a drink because I'm going to be out of it. I give up. I would just buy her a cookie. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I don't agree with that. Yuri suddenly giggles. What's up, Yuri? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Aha. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book, Yuri. Tell Lou to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. If I lived by that motto, I would not be streaming right now. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough for retribution. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Aha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution? That seems like bad localization. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. I think what she means is consequences. Don't think revolution's the right word there. But I do like the idea of you did something bad and now you have to accept the revolution. That's kind of funny, actually. Doki Doki Literature Club. Where was I? Retribution. Oh, retribution. That's actually part of what was happening there. I'm sorry, Rudy. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Probably she shouldn't. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whop. Kaya! Ow. What was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha, look at Natsuki threw a cookie. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha ha. Yes, prostitution, exactly. Cupcakes for trade. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. You know what's funny? I mentioned buying her a cookie and Natsuki brought her a cookie. And Sayori apparently hugs the cookie. How big a cookie is this? Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Excuse me. So good. Mmph. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. And yours looks really good too. Cookies are your poison? Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I like cookies, as you can tell by my girth. But yours is chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Ehehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Seriously, my phone, every single time I say Sayori's name, it lights up because it's trying to listen to me because it thinks I'm saying Siri. I can't. Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouthful of Sayori chops away. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori, Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she's I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. We were a little worried, actually. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. This is such a weird game. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. I mean, she's a little bit taller than those other two, but for all we know, the little one is like 3 feet tall, which would make Yuri like 3'9". Like, she might still be small. There's no like frame of reference, really. I mean, I'm looking up at them, but maybe that's forced perspective. Maybe I'm sitting in a chair. I don't know. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. It's confirmed she's 6'8". That's the lore. That's like there's lore videos about it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you go down, Lou. Jesus Christ, with this fucking pose. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Good old closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, look at her. She's right in front of the closet here. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Nope. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I am not into it. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point, besides it's kind of written on your face. I don't think so. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand, and she turns it to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. I did not realize Parfait was related to manga. I fucked up, I think. I fucked that up. I was just into Parfait. I didn't mean to make allusions to manga. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means
Snip,
out of my demographic.
You have no
or
idea
simply...
the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
That's right. I don't. It's got to be a massive toll, though. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're going to judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. No, I don't think so. At this point, I think I probably already would have gotten one if I was going to get one. I'm content letting things just be. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Lou. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly What does that mean? I'll just stand there. She grabs my arm, pulls me out of the closet. She then takes the seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wooden chairs be more comfortable. I didn't mean to draw her attention like this. I didn't realize I was manga-ing it up. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. She crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. Come on, dude. She's like 14. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. How do I back off of this? How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I'd already finished the series. Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. I guess so. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the character. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts happening. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? Sounds like you already know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Ehehe. Oh, look, she doesn't have fangs. She actually has, well, she kind of does have a little bit of a fang there. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Aha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? She's like a fucking 3-year-old right there. We read on a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It is boring, this manga. Even though you're just watching me read, well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Like she doesn't have any friends. Why is she crying? She's so sensitive. Like, I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Pretty accurate. Which part? I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in here in the club room. So that Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Just can't win, can I? It paid off in the end, didn't it? Here I am reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Doesn't seem like it. Harmonica? Aha, that's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly she starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when, spoiler alert. Just finish the chapter. Her voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feelings you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Come on! Bad timing, Mama. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. That's definitely a Monica pose, but they all kind of do it. It's just like a different angle of that pose. The arms behind the fucking back. All right. Oh, I didn't know you could take away the, I guess you can't. Not that one? Okay. This one. Yeah. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. All right. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah. Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. That's a good question. Because it's localized for American audiences, probably. Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Of course. It would take forever to finish it if you don't take it home. Just finish it. Finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets spent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? She's gonna bite me with that fang. All right then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Same order. It's your turn again, Yuri, even though I know my poem wasn't for you. Let's see how it compares to yesterday. I see it's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Lou. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Not really. Or Sayori's, perhaps? Maybe hers a little bit. I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. Happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. She's really taken that personally. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri, I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike you. I mean, it's my second poem. Are our styles really that different? In fact, I try to do something in your style, I would probably just be a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid of a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. This is the poem you wrote for today. Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Let's see if I can read this writing. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Yeah, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. You know, I've never been like a poetry guy, but this is making me even more sure that I'm not really a poetry guy. Forgive me, I have to clean my glasses real quick. Also, I cannot read with these off. I can kind of read it, but not well enough. All right. I feel like I need a rocking chair or something on playing this game. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way I feel. It feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Like murdering raccoons with a cutting knife. Or, yeah. Carving knife of some kind. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Lou? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem to next? Same order. Go in the same order. We'll go Monica. Hi again, Lou. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. She feels very like teacherish to me. Yeah, one more. Okay. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. I like it, Lou. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Okay, I'll be here. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. All right, where was I? All right. Kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Ah. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that know more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad, and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. Colors they won't stop, bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop, violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sin, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. All right. Even more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what that's about, though. Aha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha ha ha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, I guess we're showing it to Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Lou. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this, maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know, so when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Lou poem. And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. She hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out the poems are good or bad, but it's always why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah? Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thoughts? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems. A little bit of both. The word for that, right? What's the word? Bittersweet. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. This is the third. I've shown it to Yuri, Monica, and now Sayori. I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. It's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. I'm trying to figure out what resonates with you in this game. It's very contrary to what I would have imagined you would enjoy, honestly. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? All right, let's read this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. This seems very sweet. It seems very saccharine. The way, I don't know. Maybe it gets dark later. Okay, so there's something going on with the end. Gotcha. All right. I'm in it. I'm in it. We're doing it. I'm down. Let's read this poem. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. It says bottles. I'm pretty sure it says bottles. This kind of looks more like my handwriting, although way nicer than my handwriting, but closer. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck me out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in comes my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I can hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's dark. That's kind of dark. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Oh, that's mean. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Sorry, I have to itch my back. Yeah. It's dark. It's like she's saying that she's like focused on making everybody else happy, and in doing so she's making herself miserable. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Chill, mama. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sari's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my... Yep. Last but not least. She reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem, but now she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Struggles to find the words she wants. Expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday, that's all. Bitch. I guess I just got lucky with this one. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean well written. No, and so that's how it is. My poem is cute. Why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. She shoves my poem back towards me. Reading it again, I decide that it's not so great after all. Too cute and Doki Doki. I don't know what Doki Doki means. It would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, she's incredibly easy to see through. It's not for some reason, she's just easy to see through. She's childish, is why. Anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Oh, geez. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? She likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Fucking long. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps other people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would argue with the subject. You know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yep. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you, that people should make each other feel insecure about those things. Shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, but so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her if she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple. We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, so that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's a bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no. I understand where they're coming from. Remembering that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. I don't know, I feel like literature and poetry aren't necessarily the same thing. Kind of a weird message. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. You could say the same thing about swinging, to be honest. But I digress. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes us all standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri, they remain silent. She looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. You always have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Sure. Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine, unlike mine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. You think she's reciting Hole in the Wall? I wish. Is this something she's done before or simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yuri, I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. She clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Actually needed that. Thank you. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances down at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Let's drink. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri is absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllable of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head, giving her a lot of credit. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. I like when she runs off screen like that. There's like so little movement in this game that when they do animate something like that, it's like fucking stunning. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then, Sayori says. Sayori hops off her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hee hee. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come to you the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match.
I lied.
Sorry. I need a palate cleanser. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimless and it isn't aimless cheery like Sayori is.
Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You've no idea the physical toll the 3 vasectomies have on a person.
Indeed, and I hope I never will know what a toll. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. He, even Lou liked it. Yes, even Lou. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. You know what, Monica? Why don't you fucking chill? Okay? Just fucking chill. Give Sayori a break. She did a good job. Let her have the win. That's all I'm saying. They might need a little more force behind them. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Hee hee. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay, I feel like Monica's being hard on Sayori for some reason here. Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Lou. It's not like I can compare you to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lou lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Oh, fuck you. My writing is confident. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. She begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. That's a Van Halen song. I think they're gonna recognize it. She takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuka's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem, as if David Lee Roth were the one singing them. Are you familiar with Van Halen, Rudy? You know the song "Jump" from the 80s band Van Halen? It's not at all tonally what this game is referring to, I'm sure, but they have a famous song called "Jump." I digress. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I don't feel like she's really their friend. This doesn't feel like a friendship to me. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. That's just how it is. So, well, I guess in this case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. I mean, if it doesn't have to be mine, why wouldn't I go pick a good poem by like a famous poet? You know, fucking get up there and do some... I don't know, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't know any poets. Never mind. It makes me really happy. No prob. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems. I don't think Tesla was a poet. Did he write poetry in his spare time? While figuring out electricity? It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As far as, it's funny because when I was thinking of poets, I almost said Jack Frost. I don't think Jack Frost is a poet. I think it's a character from like a children's story. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't, wait. I can do this, I can do this. All right. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as them, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. What? I'm trying to impress Monica now. Okay. Maybe my character is polyamorous. Ready to go, Sayori? Yup. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee hee. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. I'm such a douchebag. I don't like my character in this story. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't want to. It's okay, Lou, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I wish I had the option to say different shit. I want to say different shit. This version of me in this story is not representative of how I act around females. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. What's up, mama? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to... I mean, yeah, mama. It's a term of endearment. You know. She fumbles with her words, so let's... She's 50. That's what makes it funny. Not in this story, I'm like 15. I'm being playful with her. So let's just say one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? No. What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Come on, dude. You're so silly, Lou, I guess. You think about me too much sometimes. Are you trying to give me a hint? Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something's never going to happen? That's not the right thing to say, brother. Conversation trails off because I'm an idiot. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. Not really. I just can't read signs, apparently. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Good question. Something that made Rudy like this game happens. All right, let's do this poem. I am tempted to go real dark here. Let's go real fucking dark. Tears? No, I'm going dark. Unending? Go sticky. Oh, we'll do disown. We'll do scars. We'll do incongruent. We'll do fear. We're gonna do suicide for you here. We're doing the skirt. I'm like, I wish, do I ever get to see my poems? Unrequited. Massacre. Oh, we got an actual beat here. I don't remember a beat in the other ones. Frightening. Sadness. No. Wrath. Contamination. Ugh. Death. Climax. Always climax. Let's go Doki Doki. Entropy. And depression. Let's go. Ooh, there's nothing really too bad here. Let's go secretive. Dark. Agonizing. That one's gonna be gnarly. I was enjoying that beat. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yep. Aha. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy you're all willing to hang out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. I hope we're bouncing fleas at the festival. Weren't you complaining about that just yesterday, Natsuki? For some reason, when I read her name right there in my head, I saw the word nutsack. Yeah, I want to bounce fleas, man, at the festival. Isn't that what you do at the festival? Is bounce fleas? Maybe dodge fleas. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? What? Oh man. Oh man, squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Are you saying you don't like squid? I mean, calamari's got its place, I guess. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you? you of all people? 'Cause it's right in your name, Monica. That's how you say my name. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Is this like a weird fucking meta Easter eggy piece of dialogue here? Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Hee. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. She's sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. What's up, mama? I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again? Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Okay, you look fine. Also, that's a weird bow tie around her neck there. I just noticed it. She shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everybody. All right, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers on her desk. Oh, what's up, Lou? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it to a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. You think so? Can't say I've noticed anything else about her. She peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. Lou. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. But she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you know anything, so I'll drop it now. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about her, the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Lou. I don't know. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Gay? No way. She's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. That's quite a pose. You're so funny, Lou. Have you thought maybe it's because you... Excuse me. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Behaving. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell why I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I ain't fucking into that. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yep, she seems a little off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. That's quite romantic. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Lou. The world is full of meaning often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? I guess that was the case. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Kind of leading the witness here a little bit. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries aren't told even to themselves, and you, as someone who's honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. You're giving me too much credit, Mama. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. This is such a weird conversation. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you, purple-haired girl. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? As long as you're okay with it. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Let's. Actually, I have a request. Mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Stands up and makes her way to the closet where all the magic happens. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. She hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. Bro. Just describing somebody making tea. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her long legs appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Why not? Shall we go? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just making some tea. I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. I have a one-person job, isn't it? Busybody? Why are you blocking me here? Monica, please mind your own business. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Lou in club activities? My mouth gapes. It's more gaping because of those fucking skirts. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Mph. Then let's go, Lou. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Off we go. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that, Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with all of us? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. No, we got music again. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad, and you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? You can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? She lifts her head. I really like being friends with you. Thanks. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. I'm doing my best to make her feel better. Anyway, let's go. Sure. We walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do you like oolong tea? No, I do not. No. Anything is fine, except oolong tea. Very well. No, she's not even listening to me. She asked if I like tea, and I said no. And then she's fucking making me tea anyway. Me and Yuri walked down to the water fountain to fill the water filter jug thing, the pitcher, and then she basically told me she likes me. But that's what happened. And I was a little bit dismissive. I was nice, but I can't read myself here in this story. She sets the temperature on the kettle at 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Haha. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. She fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Come on, dude. That's great. laying it on a little thick there. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Lou. It's true, I am. It's very endearing. I feel like I could do anything and you would think that, Yuri. She wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lou, I have another request. I am scared to ask. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I have noticed your posture has been very suspicious, Yuri. Maybe we should get in a pool, you know? I can read... Yes, the scoliosis. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. Just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? It's always hunched over like this while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture. Is this why you give me all the posture checks? So that's why we sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Jesus. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Does chocolate go well with tea? I don't feel like anything goes well with tea, but if I thought of what would go with tea, it would be more like a biscuit. Not really chocolate. Yuri and I sitting against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position. Ham goes well with tea. It'd be funny if I had a fucking like a ham hock in my bag. Pull out some fucking a meat slicer and a big thing of ham and just start slicing off ham to go with our tea. Each holding one half of the book, except this time our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. I might need you to get a little closer, get in my nook. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Dude. Come on, dude. Keep it together. Your teacup. She hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I'm so nervous where this story is going. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. I think that ... there means adjust your mustache. Okay, mustache adjusted. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrappers. I just realized that my skill issue box has been up this whole time. Let me make that disappear. Did it work? Yes. There will be no deaths in this game, apparently. Or I might have to, like, bring it back if there is one, but... I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the page. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Let me feed you. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. What's this? Yuri opens the book with both hands and suddenly there's a fucking haze around her. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. There's no stopping me now. I apprehensively place the chocolate into her mouth with my fingers. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... She looks at me like, is that the chocolate in her mouth? That's strange. It's a strange looking chocolate. She needs me to confirm what just happened. Lou, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's, well... Nah, it's a tampon. Jeez. Gross. You were just helping. That's something friends do. Yes, friends feed each other chocolate. Me and Nick feed each other chocolate like that while we're reading all the time. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. You don't need to stop or anything. Just keep on feeding me chocolates. Situation's gotten tense. Tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? That is an excellent question. That is an excellent question. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Jesus. Me either. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Lou, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yes. But the chocolates. The spell is abruptly broken. Listen, Monica's not breaking that spell. Monica's not breaking that spell. Yeah, Bart Hall for sure. Whatever that means. I'll take care of the cups. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. Is it butthole? Bart Hall? I mean, you could just say butthole. Nothing stopping you. I get the feeling this is neither of us will have the courage to bring up because I am scared of women. Wait a minute. We're back to the poems? Okay. I mean, we're gonna go in the same order. Duh. We gotta go in the same order. Same order as we've gone in. This is wonderful. I can feel the emotion you poured into it. This is the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Sure. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more feeling. She visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yep. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? I feel like I have to read like this when the music gets like quiet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the choice of such a tight jacket kind of contradicts the character they're trying to create for her here. I don't know if I buy it. She's a little too I don't know. She seems like she's trying to get my attention. She smiles sadly. It's like her fucking jacket popped open right there. Lou, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, yeah, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make really good friend, cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. This is a fucking weird game. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Lou. It's the opposite. I know nothing. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Lou. I speak too slowly, I second guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things, but every time you've always treated me like just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. It's like, I didn't say shit. She's just like, she's like, she imprinted on me what she wanted me to be. I feel like I'm just a vessel. Anybody could have come along and she would have been feeling this way. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri, and if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Sure. Let me get it for you. All right, let's see this shit. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. That doesn't say bench, that says beach. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes in. Will it gently lick at you at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build the sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Do I think the guy that likes feet has ever went to a beach to see the footprints and got excited over the footprints? Maybe. I don't fully know. I don't really understand the foot fetish thing, so I don't exactly understand what drives it. Like, I don't know if it's just feet are like disconnected or if the foot has to be attached to a person and that person has to be appealing. I don't really understand foot fetishism. So I don't know, maybe it's possible. But I think about it this way. I like boobs. If I just saw a boob imprint on the ground, it wouldn't make me feel any way. I wouldn't care. I'd need to see like what made the imprint, was attached to and whatnot. So maybe not. Oh, you haven't heard. After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways, so Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again, I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. All right, let's go same order. We'll go Monica next. What's up, Lou? Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Being in this club is one thing, performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. I let Monica take a look at the poem. I'm holding my breath. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Indeed. You can't deny that she's talented. Totes! I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. Notice that too? Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Maybe. Could be. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. Just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. I was just saying, anyway, I'll share my poem with you, alright? Alright, let's see this shit. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Yeah, hole in the wall too. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. All right. I feel like learning and looking for answers is the sort of thing that gives life meaning, not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I never put that much thought into anything. As the character in this game, Lou, I don't think about shit. Anyway, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, but if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. I'll be honest, I didn't ask for advice. I'm not looking for her advice. Thanks for listening. All right, next is Sayori. Is she gonna be... Oh, she's smiling now. Nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. You know, do you worry about what I think? You wrote this for someone else, probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. That's not really what I meant though, but it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy, and you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Lou. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh. No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hee hee. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist, yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? Oh, jeez. I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I feel like this is going somewhere dark. I don't like that. Alright, let's deal with this little lady. Oh man, this is a serious step backwards. I liked your last one way better than this one. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things as long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? I mean, I'm just reading what's there. It's just what's on the page there. No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure there are no slacking off. Well, what if you ended up just scarring me? Is that scarring? Scaring me? A girl can have problems, apparently. It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Hey, that's your fucking intro. Is that where you got that from? Is that where you starting with G? G. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. Whenever you come into my chat, you start out with G. G-U-H. I was just joking. I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ike. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's the kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki or she might punch me in my fucking face. Natsuki holds her poem out to me like it's nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. Or to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the bitch that you daydream about each day. I'll be the bitch that make your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that daydreams about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Dog shit. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I want to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. I agree with that. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. Yuri's taken it was a little more solemn. She's better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. It's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase and addressing the clutch. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the hell did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so. Hope she's all right. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oi? That's a curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuka will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them, but different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me with design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuka's pouting too. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations and shit. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Her expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses. Start nodding at yourself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. It'll be wonderful help. Anyway, that just leaves me, the one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both of us have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. She's suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Oh, that's suggestive. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Blah, blah, blah. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Lou may not like being around you if you will make him to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting me with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for me. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. This is oh, if I was in this room, I'd be like, shut up! Shut up, everybody, shut up! This is so aggravating. Guys, yes, I'm with Monika. Settle down. In the end, I think it's up to Lou how he decides to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Stretch. That's a stretch. All right. Get my second wind here. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yes. Lou, in the end, it's up to you. Can I just go home alone? In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Boy. I'm tempted to do something crazy here. Yeah, I feel like I should do that. I feel like Sayori needs a little TLC. It's going to be anyone I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors. But Monika said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, you really hate us that much. Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think the club okay. No, that's fucked up. Not really giving me much of a choice. I'm tempted to do Monika here. I'm tempted to go Monika. Seriously, I'm tempted to do Monika here. I think I might go Monika. I feel like it would just be a weird curveball. We're gonna throw a curveball. I'm doing it. I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yep, I picked her. Fuck both of you. Fuck all y'all. The one that needs the least help. She already has Sayori to help her. Look how pissed they are. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. Oh man, I really threw them a curveball. That's right. I picked the president. I'm going with the president. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. You should let any ulterior motives interfere with your decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying? Sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't be made such a big deal. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do. We won't do as good of a job. Why do they still want my help at this point? I feel like they should be like, well, fuck him. But instead they're like, no, we want Lou. We want the old 49-year-old fucking hairball to help us bake and make decorations. What the fuck is going on in this game? So weird. Maybe that's true. Think of the club. If we want our event to succeed, we need to appropriately distribute the resources. So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. Sigh. Technically most logical for Lou to help one of you, so guess that's what we'll do. I mean, if I have to choose, I'm going Yuri, because fuck Netsuki. Probably be most helpful to Yuri. Are you serious? Why would you? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. I was just saying, I mean, you're kind of a snatch, that's why, if I'm being honest. I'm not a fan. She's kind of irritating, Netsuki. I think you were right at the beginning. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be helpful. Great to hear it. You'll handle the baking. And fuck right off. Everyone can tell Netsuka is feeling a little sour. Fuck her. Is that everything we need to go over? That should be about it. Are you guys excited? Excited might not be the right word, but I'm looking forward to a little bit. You feel the same way, Lou? I guess so. That's good enough for me. What about you, Netsuki? Grumble, grumble. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. That's why. That's not what I meant at all. He anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Lou picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. I picked her third. I picked two other women before I picked her. It's not like she's not the fucking winner. What the hell? Did they forget the whole conversation that happened before that? They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though why. I'm the one acting immature, I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. I'm not particularly. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone must be out of her comfort zone, but I begin to understand Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori, even if I didn't work for it. She's mimicking Sayori. She's trying to like wear her skin. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at the time, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. I'm sure they're delicious. They look like little kitty cats. Nothing more for today. Let's head out. All right, let's get out of here. Everyone packs up their things, start to follow Monica and Netsuki out the door. They chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Ooh, we're gonna get them digits? Yep. Give me them digits. We exchange phone numbers. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? I definitely want to go home. I kind of want to go check on Sayori, to be honest. I just thought that I wouldn't be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. This is a weird conversation. But if you don't mind, I think I prefer to go to my house. My house is a mess. I don't want her to come to my house because I mean my wife will have to clean things up. And I don't want to put her through that, so. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is kind of getting close there. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not as nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. The version of me in this game has no fucking confidence. I'm more confident than this. I think that we'll make a productive team, even if you won't chose me because you felt bad or something. I mean, I did pick her third, so I kind of did send that message. Difficult. What's the reason? It's what I want to do. Tense expression. I'm overthinking this. You want me to point out that you're overthinking, right? Didn't realize. I'm telling you I wanted to. No, you read it right. I picked you third. I wanted to go 2 other ways, and then I was boxed into a corner. So, whatever. Yuri thinks hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long while. I believe you. Well, you're a fool. As if it took her tremendous effort, she finally relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, me too. And we bounce. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. Well, that's why you should be nervous. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the 2 of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind between what Sayori said and Monica said. It's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me. I don't know. Seems like she was pretty bummed out. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play often that way. We've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. She isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Where are her parents? I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Lou. I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not so much has changed, has it? Her room is messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hee hee. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? She'd already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival's preparations. That's true. What about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. Why didn't she should come help me and Yuri? That'd be fucking amazing if I brought Sayori with to Yuri's. I wonder how Yuri would react to that. There's more silence. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you're doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. Sue? She smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Lou. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? Man, she's, it's intense. Being a little intense here. Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. That's a crazy smile after that. I grab her by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She gives me an empty smile. You put me in a trap, but you're wrong. Nothing happened. Always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put energy carrying forth? Waste having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is this possible that Siri kept this from me this entire time we've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Now, that's a fucking stupid thing to say. Because if I knew, I wouldn't have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Lou. No, I don't. Why did you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's dark. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everybody else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads me to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. Don't understand your feelings at all, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. I don't see those tears streaking down her face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one. Grab her shoulders again, this time pull her in tight for a hug. Lou, I don't care if you feel selfish. Really happy you came with me to join the club. Seeing every day is worthwhile. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Lou. She's not hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Her arms are at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. She barely manages to speak between her sobs. Don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You're not, dude. You need to get her professional help ASAP. But all I want her to do for her is let her know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, she puts her arms around me in return. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Lou. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. She lets me go. And as she does so, I let her go. The festival's tomorrow. It's going to be fun. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. This has to be the one where I have other plans. Fuck off. You could stay. Yuri can fucking deal with decorations. She doesn't need you. Yes, you should cancel. If you did that, then it really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out. It would be fun. She shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good for me today. You understand. It's hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow then. All right. Look forward to it. I say goodbye to Siri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling still uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Siri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We definitely have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. All right. I guess we can end this here. I don't know how much longer, how much more of this story there is, but I think it's a good point to end the stream. And we can find out what happens next Monday. How do I even stop this game? Save, I assume. Okay. Does it automatically save? I guess so. Let's just make sure. All right. All right. Good enough for me. You're still around, Rudy. Thanks for watching me read. I'm a little bit nervous about where this is going. I hope that I talked her off the ledge, but I really think that I should call somebody and let them know that she needs some assistance. I appreciate it. I will we'll do this again. Maybe we'll finish it next Monday. I don't know how much longer it is, but if it's less than 5 hours. The whole thing has been strange, man. This is a weird game, but I'm curious what's going to happen. Hopefully it's not going somewhere too dark, but if it does, it does. Either way, we'll find out next Monday. And yeah, if you're around Thursday night, we can see if I make use of that shaman crest. But awesome. Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Right on. Later.